If you're a young aspiring footballer and you've just signed for a professional academy, or you've just been released from a professional academy, this right here, what I'm about to tell you, is incredibly important. Firstly, it's all about perspective. One team, one rejection means absolutely nothing. It does not define you as a footballer. Who said it does? If you want to go by that criteria, then you're setting yourself up for failure and disappointment, because football is a game of opinion. It's all about opinion. You look at the best players in the world. One coach wrote them off. One coach said, you know what, this player is not good enough. So you cannot base your ability on one team's opinion of you or one coach's opinion of you. So just because you've been rejected or just because you've been released by an academy, it means absolutely nothing. You've got to focus on what's in your control, which is your work ethic. How are you going to bounce back? Why did they reject you? Because the truth will give you the way. The truth shows you the path to development, to becoming a better footballer. So the truth could be, I wasn't fast enough. I wasn't athletic enough. Okay, cool. Guess what I'm going to work on? My athleticism, my pace. I'm going to understand where I'm going to use my athleticism during the game. And those little details separate you from being a good player and an elite player. It's all about self-reflection and self-awareness. What did I do wrong? Where did it go wrong for me? And once you find the truth, it literally gives you the answer to improvement. And then the next step is, what do you do next? So now that you know what to improve on, do you say, I can't be bothered, it's too much, I've dedicated 12 years of my life to this and now I need to improve on this as well? If you're going to go with that mentality, then the truth is football is not for you. Football is like an art. It just keeps evolving. Every single day there's a new perspective. There is never one right way to play football or see football. It's all down to opinion. You know what to improve on. Now you've got to ask yourself, do I really want to improve on this? Or do you see it as a potential waste of time where you're saying, okay, I'm going to work on this and improve on my weaknesses, but then what if I get rejected again? That's you thinking of things outside of your control. Only focus on the things inside your control. Your work ethic, your application, your attitude, your desire to improve. Are you watching players that play in your position? Are you really understanding the differences between you and them? What is it? Is it the way they turn in that central area of the pitch where it's congested? Is it their decision making? What is it about them that makes them a pro? And what is it about you that hasn't got to their level? And you've got to really get obsessed with improvement, with identifying, okay, this player in my position, why is he there and I'm not? Why is he playing in a stadium? Why is he wearing my shirt and I'm here watching him? What's the difference? What does he have that I don't? And you've got to have that sort of anger as well. That anger and aggression to say, you know what? I can't tolerate it. How on earth is there a player playing in my position at the pro game and I'm not there? If that doesn't make you angry, then simply put, perhaps professional football isn't for you, because that's how tough, how ruthless that environment is. It's you understanding that there will be players better than you playing in your position, but what are you going to do about it? Are you going to get jealous? Are you going to find reasons to say, no, I'm actually better than them, they just look good, actually look at their weaknesses, this and this? Or are you going to look at the truth and say, you know what, that player is actually better than me. But if he's better than me and he's a human and I'm a human and he's playing at this certain level, I can do that as well. It's all about perspective. But a lot of players, a lot of young players look at pro players or look at very high level elite players and say, they're just too good. Or, their uncle is the chairman, they know somebody, that's why they're there. You're finding excuses not to put in the work. That's the truth. If you put that to the side and you say, okay, what is it about this player that has got them to this level? I'm going to really study him. As angry as I am, the fact that he's in that situation and I'm not, I'm going to use that anger to give me the energy, to give me the drive to get to that level and then push on. I want to take his shirt. All those rejections, all those failures, all those moments where things may not be going your way, the perspective shift is that is what you needed. That is the thing, that is the drive that you need for your next club, for your next opportunity. But, as I said, it's a choice, and that choice comes down to you and how you view those events. Do you say, yeah, that club rejected me, I'm not cut out for it, I'm going to focus on something else? Or do you say, that club didn't like me, they released me, which is good, because now I know what to improve on, so the next club that I go on trial for, I'm a better player, and there's a higher chance of me getting signed. And then when you are signed, you know the value of getting signed, and you'll do everything you can to keep your place because you've experienced that rejection in the first place. That is the perspective shift. And if you're not cut out for that mental toughness, for how difficult it will be during those moments where you've just been rejected, you have to realize the hard truth, work on your weaknesses, work on the fact that, oh my God, perhaps I may not be a pro. But then you forget about that feeling and you just focus on the process. You focus on the grind every single day. That's all under your control because it's all a mentality shift. It's all up in here, and you are in control of what you say to yourself in here every single day. It's down to you whether you want to tell yourself the narrative that I'm not cut out for a professional footballer, I'm just not good enough for it, forget about it, I'm going to do something else. Or you use that failure, you use that rejection as fuel, as energy to become an even better player than you were before, to become the type of player that you envision in your mind every single night. You're thinking, oh, just imagine if I could play like this. Well, if you can imagine it, you can play like it. And it's just down to you to put in the work, to put in the mental energy, to put in the mental effort into making that imagination, that vision, a reality.